The gospel today comes from the Gospel of Mark, the 10th chapter. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came forward to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." And he said to them, "What is it you want me to do for you?" And they said to him, "Grant us to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your glory." But Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with?" They replied, "We are able." Then Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized you will be baptized. But to sit at my right hand or at my left is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the 10 heard this, they began to be angry with James and John. So Jesus called them and said to them, "You know that among the Gentiles, those whom they recognize as their rulers lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. But it is not so among you. But whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be slave of all. For the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, O Christ. Sometimes when I watch a sporting event, something with referees like basketball or football or even baseball umpires, I think, how can they make that call? Are they blind? I can do a better job than that, I'm sure. Ever have that experience? Well, I was talking with someone who refs high school sports, and he said when he gets these comments, he'll turn and say, "Hey, that's great. We are in need of more refs. I'll help you figure out what you need to do to become one." Instead, usually, then, the person says, "No, that's okay," declines, walks away. Or sometimes when I watch a stand-up comic, I think, they're not that funny. I could be funny. But if given the opportunity to tell jokes in front of others, maybe I reconsider and think, I guess maybe I'm not that funny. Or I see someone singing the national anthem and I think, that was okay, but I could sing better than that. But then someone asks me to sing the national anthem and I say, maybe not. Maybe not today. We like to think that when we see someone do something that we know better, we like to think that we can do better than other people are doing. So when we think about refs, and stand-up comics, and athletes, and singers, all these people have trained to do what they do. They spent hours preparing and getting ready to excel in the areas they've chosen to perform. If we took that time and put in the work, maybe we too could be where they are, but it's not automatic. It's not automatic that you're going to make the right call in a football game. James and John thought that they could do better too. In their group, they wanted to know who was next in line after Jesus, so they boldly asked. Now, if Jesus was just a teacher, the tradition of that time was that he would have named a successor or someone to be next in line in their group. So if Jesus was just a normal teacher, what James and John were asking wasn't that far out of the norm. But as we know, Jesus wasn't just a teacher. Jesus was both human and divine. Jesus knew what was ahead of him, what was to come. So when James and John, thinking in a human way, said, well, I can be next in line, I can do what Jesus does, Jesus says, are you sure? Are you really sure? The path I'm about to go down, you're not going to be able to follow that all the way. The cup I drink from, yeah, you'll get a taste, but it's not really meant for you. Jesus said, I'm here to serve. I'm here to be a servant to all, even to the point of death. Is that really what you want, James and and John. We like to think that we can handle all that life brings at us. We like to see what other people do, and we think we can do that too. We like to think that we could handle all the situations that we see other people do, and think we can maybe do it just as well or better. But we're not always able to handle those things alone. I know I've been in a place before when I was ready to sing, when I was having a great day. Maybe I couldn't find the words and didn't have the tune. When we're in that place of joy, maybe we could use a little help from Jesus, from the Spirit. And we say, Jesus, help me sing. And other times, we ask for help when we have trouble breathing. The doctor confirms, yes, it's cancer. Or says, you need new kidneys. Or your heart's beating a bit too fast. Or when we look over that empty chair. When dark midnight is our cry, and we know we can't get through it by ourselves, we cry out, give me Jesus. When that night is long and somehow we make it to a new day, we wake up and the sun is shining and good work awaits us and our family is near and we're all full of hope so much. We're thankful for the next chance, the next part of our lives. We want to cry out in thankfulness. Give me Jesus. Help me, Jesus, to celebrate what I have. There are moments when everything is right, families at the table, and the food is good, and laughter abounds. We give thanks that Christ is there with us. There are moments, too, when everything is too much. Things we thought we could do, things we thought we could do better, cups we thought we could drink from, are too much for us. The task, more than we could handle. In those moments, we cry out, help, give me Jesus. God came to earth. God came to us in Jesus, and Jesus knows what we've been through because Jesus has been there. Though we can't handle it all on our own. Though we probably can't make a better call in the moment than that one pesky ref. Though we can't always carry the load of life, loss on our own. Jesus can. Jesus is there with us. Jesus knows what pain is. Jesus knows what suffering is. Jesus knows what death is. Jesus can handle it. Jesus can handle your dark night. Jesus can help you through to the next morning, and Jesus will help you to sing. Whatever you're going through today, Jesus is with you. So what do you have to sing about? To ask Jesus in your life, what midnight are you going through right now? As you sing our next hymn, Give Me Jesus, I hope that you can hold in your heart the joys of this moment, and also hold in your heart the dark midnight that you were in the middle of. And whether you're holding that joy, that sorrow, that grief, know that Jesus is here, holding those with you. Give me Jesus. Amen.